Hi everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Another Hater Gamer. Tonight, as promised, we're going to be looking at DAI SENRYAKU EXCEED VII for the PlayStation 2. DAI SENRYAKU EXCEED VII is a turn-based strategy game for the PlayStation 2, developed by System Soft Alpha and published by Valken Games. Exceed, huh? I wonder what it's supposed to be exceeding. Probably the number of games allowed to exist in the franchise. Now, I realize with my last two reviews having been about action-adventure games, you guys probably are assuming that I have a bias towards those kind of games, but that's simply not the case. I'm a huge fan of other strategy games, especially in the RTS genre. Games like StarCraft and Warhammer 40k have always been a lot of fun to me, even though I'm not always the best player at those sorts of games. However, in the case of DAI SENRYAKU EXCEED VII, the game moves so incredibly slow and is so incredibly complicated that there's simply no fun to be had. Now, I don't know what me and my friends were thinking when we picked up a copy of this game, but I've seen games of Risk end faster and smoother than this game. Alright, let's get this over with. This is an example of gameplay. Now, the basic premise of the game is you move your pieces over the board and attempt to destroy your other enemy's pieces while attempting to clear certain objectives. Now, most of that sounds like it'd be pretty fun, but the scale of this game is so immense that it takes way too long to accomplish anything. Keep in mind that for the sake of pacing the video, I've actually sped much of this gameplay up. Sorry, fell asleep there. Did we make any progress? No, sure doesn't look like it. Well, I can't think of very much else to tell you about this game outside of the fact that you're better off just buying a copy of Risk and sitting down with your friends. Now, I realize this will have been my shortest review to date, but I seriously can't think of anything else to tell you guys about this game. Outside of the fact that it's incredibly boring and that games of its nature died with the Super Nintendo, there's nothing really else to say. I mean, the soundtrack's boring and repetitive, much to match the gameplay. There's no real challenge to be said. I mean, as long as you're a patient, strategic type, the game is relatively easy and plays out for you. Games like this really fell in the face of real-time strategy games like StarCraft, Warhammer, and other such projects that gave us the exact same kind of strategy experience, but in a faster, more realistic pace. So, if you want to play a turn-based strategy game like this, like I said earlier in the video, just pick up a copy of Risk and sit down with your friends. I mean, you can even get different variants of Risk if the difference in the pieces make you happy. So, that being said, this game is really not worth the money no matter how much you're paying for it. I would definitely suggest picking up some faster-paced strategy games, at least something that'll keep you awake for the duration of the game. Hey, did you enjoy the review? I sure apologize if you found it as boring as I did. If you'd like to see me review another game, please feel free to leave a message in the comments section or to contact me at anotherhatergamer@gmail.com. Feel free to subscribe, and thanks again for watching. Peace.